very end of the second Seder, we start counting 49 days until Shavuot, this period of 7 weeks we know as the Omer. In ancient Israel society, this was a time when they would start the barley harvest and bring a meal prepared with the first grains to the temple in Jerusalem. At the end of the 7 weeks, it was time to start the harvest of wheat, which is one of the events we celebrate in Shavuot. Our rabbis teach that barley is used as food for animals, while wheat is food for humans. Barley, used for animals, is usually a raw material, representing the first step of the journey, leading up to Shavuot, when we celebrate receiving the Torah with bread made with refined wheat. This process teaches us that Torah is an element of discernment, of understanding, and wisdom. We came out of Egypt raw, free, but unrefined. The first week of that journey were tough. The people complained to Moshe time and time again. And upon receiving the Torah, we were able to recognize what we want rather than reacting to our natural instincts. We learn moral standards, social ethics that will guide us towards a meaningful life. In this process of counting the Omer day by day, we traditionally count it by reciting a short meditation that says, Hineni, I am here and ready to fulfill the mitzvah of counting the Omer. But what is the meaning of this ancient, agricultural, harvest-related ritual to our days? Why should we even bother counting those days this year? I would like to invite you to reflect on the first word of this introduction, Hineni. When God called Abraham to ask him to sacrifice his son Yitzhak, before even knowing what journey he was about to start, he said, Hineni. In a dream, God calls Yaakov, and he answers, Hineni, right before he started his journey back to the land of his ancestors. The same happened to the prophet Shmuel, when God called him actually 3 times in a dream, and he always responded, Hineni. This is a time for us to start our personal journey. Think about something that you want to work on daily, something that you want to be fully present. Hineni, I am here, I am present. Even if just for a couple of minutes a day. And dedicate that time to reflect on each step of the journey. We will gather in Shavuot to receive the Torah again in a few weeks. The Torah of wisdom, the Torah of discernment. Now, we have an opportunity to prepare ourselves, to be ready, to create a journey that will make each one of us better, whole, refined, as we meet with God at the top of the mountain once more.